To learn more about AWS SQS, let's switch to AWS console. Here, search for SQS. Choose the simple queue service. This will navigate us to Amazon SQS dashboard. From here, we will learn how to create a brand new queue step by step. Okay, for that, click on this create queue option. So here we have types of queue. One is standard and one more is FIFO. For this demo purpose, we will start with standard queue. Okay, and we should provide name for our queue. Let me give it as my demo queue. Here we have couple of configurations to set up. The first one is visibility timeout. Visibility timeout is 30 seconds by default. We will understand more about what is visibility timeout. So, say for example, we are creating our brand new queue. The name of the queue is my demo queue. Okay, and once we create this queue, message which is received by this queue will be consumed by other resources. For example, lambdas. Okay, say for example, we have two lambdas, lambda A and lambda B. Okay, and once lambda A receives our message from the queue, and that will be not visible to lambda B for 30 seconds. So that is called visibility timeout. Let me explain it with some example for better understanding. See, this is the sample diagram of how visibility timeout works. So in the middle, this is our Amazon SQS. Okay. Once message received into this Amazon SQS, consumer A. So say for example, this consumer A is a Lambda. It asks for SQS, give me a message. Okay. Then our queue receives the request and queue says, okay, here you go. You have 30 seconds to process and delete the message. Okay. At the same time, consumer B also request for the message. Then our queue says, no, it's being processed by someone else. Which means for the next 30 seconds, the same message will be not available for consumer B. So why we use this visibility timeout technique is to avoid processing duplicate messages. So that is the reason we have the concept of visibility timeout. Hope this concept is clear. Okay. The next one is message retention period. So retention period is nothing but number of days the message resides in our queue. Say for example, some messages received by our queue, but there is no consumer to process it. In that case, that message will be retained in our queue itself. And there is only, I mean, minimum is 1 minute and maximum is 14 days. We cannot keep any messages more than 14 days, and then those message will get deleted automatically. So that's what the message retention period means. Next one is delivery delay. Delivery delay means whether our message should be received to consumer directly or immediately, or it should wait for some time. So there will be some scenario where our consumer, that is Lambda, needs to do some additional setup, or some other logic needs to be run before receiving the message. So then we can set our delivery delay like after 2 seconds or up to 15 minutes. By default, this will be a zero. We will keep it as zero. And one more is maximum message size. So maximum message size allowed in a message is, that is 1024 kilobytes. That is 1 MB of message we can share at a time in our SQS queue. So that's why we'll leave it as 1024 now. And receive message wait time, so this will be zero by default. We will learn more about receive message wait time. It says like the receive message wait time is the maximum amount of time that polling will wait for message to become available to receive. And coming to encryption, by default encryption is enabled, that is Amazon SQS key. And access policy, we have basic access policy, here it is mentioned, and we are not going to change anything, keep it as it is. And then dead letter queue and read allow policy. So for now we will keep our dead letter queue disabled, and maybe later on I will show you how we can configure dead letter queue. And tags are optional. And I think we are done with our configurations. Let's create our first queue. Yeah, here our queue got created successfully. We have different tabs under this queue. One is Lambda trigger. So right now we don't have any Lambda triggers or SNS subscriptions, and there is no dead letter queues. Now we have created a simple or a plain SQS queue. Okay, even though we have an option to send a message into this queue, just click on this send and receive messages, and paste your message body. So now we are providing message body in the form of JSON. So this is our message which is going to be sent to the queue, and the group id is to identify that unique message, but that is optional, and delivery delay set it as 0 by default, and just send the message. And you can see there is zero message available in the queue, and just send the message now. Okay, the moment I send this message, it says your message has been sent and it's ready to be received. And we can see here message available is one message is available in the queue. But how to see that message? Just click on the poll for message. The moment you click on poll for message, we will get our message here. If you click on this, see, this is the message which we have sent. Okay, so this is how we are sending message and message into our SQS queue. Okay, now there is no resources are integrated to consume this message. So this message will reside inside SQS queue for 14 days. Okay, and now the next step is we will see how we can integrate Lambda into our SQS queue, so that the moment we send this message, that Lambda will receive this message. Now, the next step is to configure a Lambda to poll our SQS message. So to do that, we have a option. Just navigate to Lambda triggers tab, and here we have configure Lambda function trigger. Click on this, and here it will ask for which Lambda to choose. Since I have created a Lambda already, I will choose this Lambda. This is my Lambda called Hello Lambda. So if you wanted to know like how to create a new Lambda from the scratch, just let me know in the comment section. I will make a new video on how to create Lambda. Okay, now let's proceed with this Lambda configurations. Click on save. The moment you click on save, it will say like could not configure trigger for queue, because the function execution role does not have permissions to receive message on SQS. What does that mean? If you go to our Lambda, and we'll go to configuration and permission, this is our Lambda execution role. And if we check here, we should not have SQS related permission. So that's why we are getting that error. Now we have to add a new permission. Okay, I will search for SQS. Yeah, here we have Amazon SQS full access. Let's give this Amazon SQS full access permission to our Lambda. Click on add permission. Now our policy, Lambda policy got updated. Now go back to Lambda, go back to SQS, and click on save. This time it should allow us to configure Lambda for our queues. And here we can see the Lambda trigger is set here. Okay, let's wait. Its status is still creating. Let's wait for some time. Once our Lambda is available, yeah, now the Lambda is enabled. Okay, so this is our Lambda, and click on refresh here. See, here it shows SQS, means this Lambda will be triggered by either API gateway or SQS. Okay, now what we can do is we can send any new message to our SQS, and that message should be received by our Lambda. Okay, I am pasting the message again here, and we'll click on send message. It says your message has been sent and ready to be received. Now let's go to our Lambda, and We are in our Lambda. Just click on View CloudWatch Logs. Okay. Go to the very first log stream and just expand this. See, user notification, your response. So this is the message which we sent from SQS. Say received SQS event. Okay. In this way, we can configure our Lambda to receive message from our SQS queue. And I will go back to SQS again. Now, if I do a poll for message here, it won't show any message. Why? Because Lambda already processed that message and that message got deleted. So that's why it won't show any available message here because it's already consumed by Lambda. So that's how the concept of SQS works with consumers like Lambda. To know more about AWS Dead Letter Queue, I will make a separate video, so that will be a part 2. Please stay tuned.